And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday morning mass. All rise. No, I'm
I
not
can't.
gonna.
I can't do that. It's
My
a little
back's
early for
killing
that.
me.
Yeah, a little early.
Boy, are we glad you're here today, and we're glad we're here.
Yeah, boy, we had some crazy last minute adjustments to make where I didn't bring out the Cat 6 line.
Well, that's kind of integral. But what do we know? Um, on the radio show, we would call that an audible. An
Yes,
audible kind of covers all your mistakes,
right. Yeah, I
and
had to
it's
call an audible. Yeah.
all right. We're hoping that you're going to find us, weigh in on the live chat, and
Oh, yeah. Let me open up my live chat here.
yeah, I don't see anybody on there right now, Ronnie, but I'm going to get to
Okay.
my. You may be seated, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. So we're back with you live on Sunday. We had a very inactive week as far as our videos go, and I take full blame and responsibility for that. Just wasn't feeling it, Ronnie. I had no time.
It's quite a grind.
Uh, I just kind of took a little hiatus and figured that we'd plan on doing the show on Sunday. And so here we are. We've got a lot of comments to get to, a lot of email that I've received over the last week or so, and we're going to share that with you. We also have planned on tap, if you will, our Sunday Fantasy drafts. And today, the two rounds will be as follows. Round one will be favorite chain restaurants. Okay, so you can weigh in
I've got
on
way
those.
more than three of
I
those.
bet you do. I think I've got about eight, just in case.
Yeah.
I doubt that we would. I doubt that now live on your channel. Oh, good. Okay, great to hear. Thank you very much, YouTube. Appreciate it. So we have all-time restaurants, favorite restaurants, chain, and in round two we're going to play favorite beers, Ronnie. That's
Yeah.
kind of a manly thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I want to thank the ladies for tuning in over the last week or so.
Push this
Little camera
back just a
adjustment.
little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Yes, thank you, ladies. I checked the statistics. It is now 99.1% men,
Woo!
0.9% ladies.
We have broken the
I'm
barriers.
telling you, we are really cracking out of that little. We've reached the plateau. Uh, we talk about the suggestions that we get on what we should do on our show, Ronnie.
Right. And we get lots of them.
We do, and see, you know me so well. You know what I think. It's like, oh,
Oh,
great,
uh-oh.
Ronnie, way to
Uh-oh.
go. Did you not
There.
think about that? There you go.
Uh,
Perfect.
Still has to go a little bit more this way.
Oh, I'm out of the picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. That should be better.
What was I saying?
About our suggestions for
Right.
people
Okay.
for our show.
Now, I've mentioned before how I feel about that. The thing that as I was saying, you know me, and I try to understand the psychology behind things. I know my rule that I always follow is always follow the money.
Right.
But behind that, I'd like to, and you know what? It may be my ultimate demise, but I feel like I want to understand why people are so compelled to do this. Um, Ronnie, it's really not a secret. I do most of the research for us,
Yep.
and I know what Ronnie likes to talk about, and I like to think that I have an understanding of what our audience is wanting. Okay, so it's supply and demand. You want it, we try to give it to you, content specifically. So I try to understand why it is that people want to make suggestions on the show. In my 30 plus years in radio, it has been my experience that rarely, if ever, Ron, do those things work out.
Well, I think, at least in our case, the people that watch our show, I think they have our best interests in mind,
Mm-hmm.
where they really want to make the show better in what they would enjoy seeing on the show,
Mm-hmm.
which unfortunately is not what, you know, everybody would want to see on the show.
Mhm.
So I don't think anything is in there, like, oh man, your guys' show would be so much better if you only talked about this. I know I watch a lot of YouTube videos,
Mhm.
and I either like the video or I don't. But
Morning, Davio. Okay. Sorry.
but I don't make. I'm not telling people, hey, what you need to do if you
Right.
want to get more viewers is do this.
Yeah.
You know what? They'll either figure it out or they won't. And that's
Right.
that's kind of like us. We figured it out a little bit, and hey, you know what? Maybe we can. If and trust me, if we saw an amazing idea on here, somebody said, "Hey, this is what's hot right now," and we tried it, and then suddenly our subscribers went through the roof, we'd say thank you very much, and we would stick with it. But
Well,
we,
okay. I'll tell you what. Let me stop you right there. Okay. Here's a suggestion, Ron, and you tell me what you think of this. Okay. This viewer writes in a comment, you guys should do a show on what I eat in a day.
that's
Ronnie,
that's interesting. Uh, I'd also like to see, does my poop float or sink?
I used to play that game on the radio.
Super interesting.
Yeah. If your poop is floating, you're okay.
Yeah,
If it's down at the bottom, there might be a
you
problem.
need more fiber.
Fiber. All right, so there's a suggestion. You guys should do a show on what I eat in a day. Okay. Now, Karen, on the other hand, leaves a comment and writes, another interesting vlog. Great music at the intro.
Well, nice.
What are you going to say? Rapala67, that's your dad joke buddy, right? Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
He says, politics, yes, a sticky topic. I have a funny story along the political correctness lines. I don't mean to offend anyone, but while I was at a grocery store today, I had an incident. The cashier kindly asked that ever repetitive and irritating question, paper or plastic. In my mind, I'm thinking, I really don't give a crap.
Right.
I looked at her with frustration and said, I am bisexual.
I see what he was doing there.
She had no idea what to do next.
You know what I like to
Yeah.
do when I go someplace and I have to check out? I usually try to avoid human contact when I'm
Hmm.
checking out, and I
Hmm.
use the self checkout line whenever possible. But when I do have to go to a checkout line, I look for the person's name and I make sure I call them by name. It's a little bit like, how the hell does he know my name? They don't realize they're wearing a name tag
Right.
because nobody calls them by their name during the course of the day.
Yeah.
Customers don't, at least.
Right.
And so they are a little bit like, they're a little off put. Yeah. Hey, so speaking of the political aspect of everything, Copper Dan says when politics hit Facebook, it was the end of humanity as
As
we
we
know
know
it.
it.
Suddenly, it was commonplace to spew political views, and he was guilty. I've been blocked and blocked more people than I can count, but now I try to look past comments I disagree with. The problem also stems that if you even like a post you agree with,
Yeah.
all your friends see that,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and that offends some, and
Right.
bam, it's unfriended. So now I try to just smile and move on. You know what? I agree with that, and we have one common friend. I'll tell you after the show. You may know him. I know you know him, but you may know who I'm talking about. And he has a lot of political views and posts them on Facebook. Some of them are hilarious, and I try to only respond to the ones that are hilarious that I can just leave a smiley face.
Uh,
Because it's such a slippery slope that once you start getting political, um, people are going to say, you know what, that's not what I came to Facebook for. Um, I came to have arguments with people over what your tiki village opened up or something.
uh-huh.
So, yeah, I'm not. That's not why I went to Facebook, is to argue with people, but I do. I do anyway.
Uh, um, I don't think you can accomplish anything by talking about politics. I don't think if you're if your motivation is to try to convince someone of your point of view, you're never going to win that.
Yeah.
And in spite of how much information you could spew at them. So, all right, let's go to the live chat, Ronnie, if we could here for a little bit and check in with some people.
Let me see.
Czar 334. You know what? Glad I didn't miss anything because I was busy fishing. He also goes on to say, let's do a show about nothing. Hey, you're on to us.
Yeah, we nail that every week. You know what? I would say good morning, Sasha Johnson. She was the first one in this morning.
Oh, she was? Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, how about that?
That's cool.
And Texas T and J.A. Street.
J.A. Street sent me a message earlier. He says, loving your entertainment style. I would very much enjoy being a, a guest. It says quest. It would be a quest.
Yeah.
Enjoy being a guest on one of your shows. We could laugh. We could cry? Question mark.
Mhm.
I don't
Okay.
know. And maybe we could nurture a seed of understanding.
I like the cut of his jib.
May your spirits always soar and your sight be blinded nevermore. P.S. J.A. Street writes, can I wear a dress?
Oh, well.
Ronnie, you got the corner on that market.
You
So,
know, yeah, that's kind of a me thing.
mhm,
So, hey,
yeah.
Mama, I see Mama Llama's checked in.
Yeah, and
Good
she
morning.
talks about all the ladies that are actually watching this morning.
You know what? I think
Hooli?
we haven't broken the glass ceiling for sure, but
No.
we definitely we've got a pretty good showing of the ladies in here.
Hmm.
So I'm happy.
Lori James is with us. Good morning, Lori.
Oh, Jason wants to know how many steps I've taken this morning.
Give him the fill him in.
That's doesn't hardly seem possible.
Yeah.
It says 963.
How many times did you go to the bathroom?
I had to take my wife's car to the end of the street
Oh, that's
and
not
walk back.
900 steps.
I
Is it?
Man,
You
seems like
better
it's way
update that.
over that.
Mhm.
I'll do better, Jason.
All right. Let's see. Davio, where did it go? I just saw him. Dude, I'm Dave, man. It's Dave. Who
Dave's
is
not
it?
here. Yeah,
It's Dave, man.
it's me. It's me.
Dave.
Lori James is here. So we got women in here galore.
Copper Dan says, oh, who scheduled this so early? LOL. Hey, it's
Oh
early for
man.
us too.
Yeah.
You people on the East Coast, and you got a little time on us already.
You're
Not to mention the fact, Ronnie, that I left my coffee right on the little table by the door this morning
right.
because I grabbed 3
Yeah.
shirts
Yeah.
because you people always notice if we don't change shirts on
If
shows.
there's no costume change.
Yeah. Jason says, if I found an arrowhead under a boom, I'd try for it. Okay.
Well,
All right. You've stumped the panel.
the boom. Drop the boom.
Davio, anyone see my P15 video? I've been so out of touch, Davio. I don't
Yeah.
know. I slept a lot yesterday. Oh, and then Sasha says, morning, babe.
Oh, well, because Jason is here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Morning, beautiful. I'm glad you guys could carry on your love affair through our
Yeah.
Sunday morning mass.
That's kind of sweet.
Hey, by the way, I am an ordained minister.
That's right.
Hmm.
You've done a couple of weddings,
I
haven't you?
have,
Yeah.
including, and not the least of which was my daughter's. I married my daughter to her husband.
I'm
That
glad you.
didn't sound right.
Yeah, I'm glad you set that part straight.
Yeah.
Because if you just said I married my daughter,
Right, that wouldn't be.
people would
Right.
think we're in Arkansas or
That's a
something.
whole nother show, don't you think? Maybe a different episode. The ladies are supporting our show. Thank you very much, ladies. And share it with
Yeah.
some of your friends, huh?
Yep.
Okay. SG says, wow, thought you guys quit. No, we never said that we quit. We just said that we're evaluating the significance of us getting up this early and all the headaches that we have gone through.
Man,
And frankly, we went through a few this morning, but we got it nailed down.
yeah. Very
We
short this morning,
Yeah,
and I think we're kind of now we know what to do.
yeah, we
And
went through it.
so, yeah,
Hmm.
so when we have an issue, we're like, okay, when we had that issue last time, we just did this. And they're
Right,
like, oh, yep, that works.
and we did it, and it worked.
Yep.
So, all right. Um, Sakar says that may have been an ellipse. I'm not sure what that means.
Hmm.
I know you can do it. Show on Let's Marry. You could do a show on Let's Marry Jason and Sasha. I'm sure one of you can do that right. Maybe not. Yeah, probably not.
What if we had like an online wedding where you were the officiant?
Oh, yeah, on Zoom,
Yes.
right? Yeah, we could do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just brainstormed that all by myself.
Okay, let's see. This is a message I just got I want to take right now. Give me 1 second here to get to my Men Are So Smart. Here is the tracking number. Okay. So, Ronnie, you've been working with our friend Albert Most.
Correct.
Albert is the one that did our logo that you see above our heads there, the new logo. I think it looks pretty sharp.
Yes.
I've got a couple of ideas I want to bounce off on some other stuff. The new stickers are in the mail,
Yes.
and they're coming to us right now as we speak.
In fact, they may be in my P.O. box. I'm not sure.
Oh, good job, Ronnie.
Yeah.
It's not like we needed them for the show today or
Right.
anything, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm
Okay.
going to go by there
No,
probably Tuesday.
Okay. No, it's due September 5th.
Oh. Oh,
Uh,
perfect.
you may wish to have cake to celebrate. If you put drops of extra food coloring in it, okay. Expensive laughs aren't worth it. Cheap is good. Yes, we found that out. Okay, so very soon.
Sasha says you and I are not going to be planning her wedding.
Oh, we're not planning.
We're just, yeah,
We don't even suggest that.
we're just hitting some of the high points
Right,
that would
right.
make your wedding so much better.
Just think
Yeah.
how official it would be if I officiated.
See? Jason says, I don't see a problem with them planning it.
Yeah.
So what you have here is you got a guy's perspective on wedding,
Right.
and then the woman's perspective on
Sasha
wedding.
says, I do. No ring equals no wedding. Makes sense to me.
I think there's a
Hey,
song like that.
You know what? Let's talk about that for a second. Ronnie, do you recall how much you paid for Vicky's ring or / rings?
Yes.
You do remember?
Yes.
Okay.
It's $3,600, which was a fortune.
Yeah, it was.
30
years ago.
35 years ago.
Mhm.
A fortune.
I remember that we went to in San Francisco, and we went to a jewelry wholesale sale.
Uh-huh.
My wife had a friend who was a jewelry wholesaler, and she got us in, and we bought her ring / rings for $3,600, I think it was. And we had that ring evaluated not that long ago for insurance purposes, and it's tripled.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's time to sell. That's what
When
you
you
do.
say sell, what exactly do you mean? The ring?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, get rid of the ring.
I thought you meant the whole relationship. No, you're not suggesting
quite yet.
that.
Not quite yet.
We can set up a fund to put them on a honeymoon if they're willing to do an online marriage. Bizarre. There you go.
I'm liking this.
Jason puts the emoji of a ring right there.
And it's a big one.
It's a ring.
Yeah.
There you go,
it's a big
Sasha.
one. Yeah.
I don't see a problem with them planning it. We're not going to plan it.
No, because you know what? Planning a wedding is not in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
We specifically, so my daughter just got married a year ago.
Mhm.
I have a cousin who owns a wedding venue.
Oh, in Lodi?
It's in French Camp, which is
Uh-huh.
a little bit south of Lodi.
I remember that. Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But it is a one-stop wedding planning store. So you use their venue. They have a florist. They have musicians. They have a DJ. They have a caterer. Everything, you just go in there and you write out a check, and everything is provided.
Do they have self-checkout?
They do not have
They don't have that.
self-checkout.
Okay.
They're working on that.
All right. Good. Good idea.
But it was because my daughter works full time,
Hmm.
my wife works full time,
Hmm.
I work part time,
Sometime.
but I don't feel like planning a wedding. And so it was the easiest thing we could have possibly done. It was one-stop shopping wedding. And it was, I mean, it was expensive. Don't make any mistake about it.
I'm sorry, Ronnie. I'm not laughing at you.
I paid over $30,000, but it was the
Notice how he threw that in there.
easiest wedding I've ever thrown. And
I bet.
it's the only one I've ever
Well,
thrown.
when we got married, which was 28 years ago, uh, my wife's parents had planned for my wife's wedding all throughout her life and had money set aside. And, so, I mean, guys only have so much that they're willing to get into when it comes to planning a wedding. Okay, I'll wear that tux right there.
Yeah.
In any case,
Sasha's going a little crazy.
she says, WTF? What is happening here?
She's losing it. You know what, Sasha? You might just want to tune out right now.
Yeah.
Because we're going to finish planning the rest of your wedding.
Don't even worry. It's going to be great.
It's going to be excellent.
Look, when you see that accordion player, you're going to know that Lou had something to do with the planning.
Yeah.
Every wedding needs an accordion player.
A little polka.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pawn shops have rings for $250, Sasha says.
Well, dang.
No, you don't. You don't. You know what? You hold out, Sasha. You hold out. Because you know what we did? You know what we just did? We set the bar.
We set it pretty high.
Yeah.
We set it pretty high.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? You got to factor in the cost of living too.
I have to tell you though
Whoops.
that the place we went through, I'm not even sure it's still in business. It was called Merximer Jewelers.
Oh, I remember that from years ago, radio commercials.
And they had 12 months, same as cash.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah, I don't have a car payment,
Mhm.
so I can afford a car payment basically on a ring.
All right, I'll tell you what. We're gonna regroup here just a little bit.
Yeah,
We try to keep these Sunday morning masses down to an hour. We've been criticized for being hypocritical by doing longer than that, like some other shows do.
yeah.
Uh,
We're not going to do a 5-hour show.
a virtually arranged wedding. Yeah, we're working on it right
Yeah.
now.
No
Mama.
shotguns involved.
No,
This is-
heck no.
yeah.
Just a mouse. Okay. So before we got into this, Albert Most has come up with these great window stickers for folks, and they talk about Men Are So Smart. I support in 2020
Right.
on YouTube and our website address, which is menorsosmart.com.
Right.
Now, we are going to mail these out to you for a $5 donation. And part of that will go to the mailing cost, of course, and we're not looking to get rich. But if you'd like to support the show, that'll be a way, and they will be coming soon. I would guess that we should have them for next Sunday,
Easily.
and we got to buy some envelopes, or do you say envelopes?
They're envelopes.
They're envelopes. That's what I say too. I always get corrected when I say that. Do you?
Envelope sounds
Yeah.
weird.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like I want to envelop you.
You're right.
I know. I don't.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
You got it. Anyway, so we'll have those. I will post a picture. I can't. How come you can't post pictures on YouTube?
It seems odd, doesn't
How
it?
do you? Can you do that?
I don't think so.
Sasha says, "Don't spend $3,600 on a damn ring. That's nuts." Are you calling us nuts?
Well, maybe we just love our wives a little bit more. I don't know. I
He just went there.
threw down the gauntlet.
You did. Dang, Ronnie. What are we going to entitle this episode of Mass?
I'll tell you this, and this
The
is what's so
Jason and
funny.
Sasha wedding.
So we went to our 10-year high school reunion,
Uh-huh.
and I sat with my three buddies, Mark
Bertolucci.
Bertolucci, Ed Reed,
Mhm.
and Scott Schaefer.
Did I know Ed Reed? I
I
don't think I did.
57 Chevy Bel Air in high school.
I remember that. Yellow?
No, it was primered.
Oh,
It was
okay.
always ready for paint, but never got painted.
That sounds like all my cars, too.
And so the guys are talking to the guys, and the women are talking to the women.
Naturally.
And then somebody goes, "Let me see your wedding ring." And so she shows the wedding ring, and then they all compared wedding rings. They were all so similar. They were different by just a smidge. And it's as if, and all all of our wives picked out their own rings,
Hmm.
basically. This was no surprise, engagement. They, Vicky basically said, "Yeah, that's the ring I want right there." And I'm, okay, I'll make it happen. All three women had rings that were almost identical, and it just doesn't seem possible. But I guess back in the '80s, you wanted a certain thing when you got a wedding ring.
Yeah. When I got married the first time, I didn't spend nearly that money, although they were very nice rings, but they were kind of gold. Oh, shoot, Ronnie, I forget what they call that. It was a band and it had a diamond, but there's a certain, not fool's gold.
Oh, is it like this with the
Yeah,
like?
yeah, yeah. What do you call that?
God dang it!
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're like gold
Well,
nuggets,
no, that's what my ring looks like
kind of
now.
pressed down in there.
Yeah, smashed.
God darn it!
Okay.
Somebody on the site probably I can't get my ring off, but maybe if I hold it up here, somebody can identify what they call this style of ring.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what we'd like to do right now. How many minutes are we in? 25? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'd like to do round one of our Fantasy Draft, Sunday Mass Fantasy Draft. You know what? Let me get to some of the results. Did you see any of those, Ronnie? I
I
know you
didn't.
read through. Okay.
No.
Here we go. Who wins Fantasy Draft number one? Best all time cereal? Ron, with Frosted Flakes, Cocoa Pebbles, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Who wins Fantasy Draft number two? Best ice cream flavors? Lou, vanilla, cookies and cream, chocolate fudge brownie. Sorry, Ron.
I'm shocked.
Well, it happened.
I'm shocked.
Okay, so, let's do this one. Who wins Fantasy Draft number one? Best all time breakfast cereal? Lou. Cocoa Puffs, Cheerios, Fruit Loops. Who
I
wins Fantasy Draft number two? Best ice cream flavors? Ronnie. Chocolate, mint chip, Rocky Road.
Thank you.
So what you can
Finally, the
see,
the voice of reason.
uh, we were pretty much tied right across the board,
Right,
Ronnie.
right.
Those are just two examples. I'm trying to think of what the survey garnered. I think it was a little over 104
Wow.
responses.
Nice.
Yeah, and votes. You can do this on our website, which, as I mentioned, is menaresosmart.com. When you go there, right on the homepage, scroll down a little bit, right on the homepage, there's a survey where you can vote. And I think you can even have other if you wish.
Okay.
I think that's an option.
I'm reading the comments right now.
Okay.
Lori James says rose gold for the type of ring, and it's not. It's called Black Hills Gold.
That's what it
It's a Black
is.
Hills Gold type of ring.
Yes, that's what I had in the first uh, marriage. Paid about $700.
Okay.
But see, I was only 21 at the time.
Right.
OBS studio disconnecting, reconnecting. Hope they're
If you
back in
remember
70.
rose gold,
Yeah.
you can get an iPhone in rose gold.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Um, comment below the Fantasy votes. Good show. They had a Swenson's ice cream restaurant years ago.
I've been to Swenson's.
I have too. On the menu was a dip of every ice cream flavor, 30 plus, in one huge bowl.
Holy cow.
It was called The Thing. A friend and I, yeah, you're going to have the thing after eating all
Swamp
that.
Thing.
A friend and I ordered and ate the entire bowl. I will never forget it. I also remember Togo's along with Mountain Mike's when I lived in Sunnyvale. I ordered the turkey hoagie with mayo and mustard. Let's get specific here. The turkey hoagie with mayo and mustard, sweet peppers, and lettuce. Don't know what they have today on the menu, but it was great in the early 80s.
So if I'm
Well,
going to Togo's,
number,
I don't care what they have on their
yeah,
menu.
we're going to get a number
Number
9
9.
hot.
That's it.
Uh,
Which is the hot pastrami,
right.
and it's amazing.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
don't get much on there. A tiny bit of lettuce, maybe, some pickles, mustard, maybe some green peppers. It just kind of depends on the day.
My sandwich artist, if you will,
Okay.
said, "Do you want it with the Togo's way?"
Oh,
which
right.
which is a certain set of its lettuce and tomatoes and whatever else. And I said, "Yeah, just do that. It
Uh-huh.
was fine."
Who
And
win? I'm sorry.
and then I was going to go. Speaking of Swenson's,
Uh-huh.
there was a Swenson's in Truckee, And back when I was a youngster, I had a girlfriend who had a cabin at Donner Lake, and she and her friend stayed up at her parents' cabin, which in Donner Lake, and then drove into Truckee to work every day at Swenson's. And then I would go in and I would have a hamburger or something. They
Hmm.
served burgers too at the time. And their policy was if somebody orders something and you screw it up, you eat it. And so she would give me the mistakes that she had made over the course of the day to eat when I went in there, and I had me a lot of ice cream when I was there.
I could only imagine, Ronnie.
Thankfully, I'm not like lactose intolerant or
Yeah.
anything.
So let's get to our round one fantasy picks right now, okay, Ronnie?
Oh,
Checking your.
my wife's checking in. She's watching the live show.
Oh, okay.
She said they were all the same ring, just different size diamonds. And since she's
Oh.
not saying that hers was the largest,
Uh-huh.
it wasn't. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was Scott Schaefer's was the biggest.
Uh-huh.
His wife had the biggest diamond.
My wife has now a big, and I mean big, because we've changed it out.
Uh,
Honestly, here's a secret, ladies. My wife had a 3/4 carat ring, diamond ring, when we got married. When her mom passed away, her mom passed down her wedding ring to my wife. She took that stone and put it in this ring,
oh, that's nice.
and it's over a carat, and there are small diamonds going down the side of the band, and there's like 20 of them, I think.
Wow,
Oh yeah, oh
nice.
yeah. I
Very
told you this
nice.
was wholesale that we got it. So
Because you know a guy.
I
I
know I knew a girl.
you want a ring? I got a
Yeah,
girl.
I got this guy.
I got a girl for
All
that.
right, so let's do fantasy picks.
Okay.
We're gonna go for restaurants first. This is best all-time restaurants, and you folks can join in. Hooli at Lou. Is Scott Schaefer still married? I don't know. Ask Ronnie. I knew I knew his brother Tim. Tim Schaefer.
The ring probably if he's not married. In fact, I know he is. My wife follows.
Okay.
He's in.
She'll probably text you on
She
that one
will.
too.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's in contact with Teresa Schaefer.
Oh, all right. Good. Well, I'm happy that they're happy.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna go for best chain restaurants right now. You folks can weigh in. I'll give you just a couple of seconds here before we talk about it. I thought about classing it. Yeah, national chains.
Yes.
I thought about breaking it down, putting a rule on it of sit down restaurants, but then I realized that really would incorporate fast food because you can go and eat inside the restaurant and sit
Right.
down.
Right.
So we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to that's going to be the rule. It's not going to be fast food. Okay. It's not going to be Taco Bell. It's not going to be McDonald's, nothing like In-N-Out, nothing like that.
Right.
And once again, we talked about that last Sunday. In-N-Out Burgers. If you're from not from California, you've probably heard of it,
Right.
and you think it's all the rage. Trust us. The first couple burgers, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're all
They're
right.
pretty tasty.
Yeah.
After you've been there a couple of times, it's not as great as you might think.
It's not that special.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. We hear J.A. Street, Jack in the Box. That's fast food.
That's yeah.
Hooli says the ring doesn't make the marriage. You're right. But I would say after 28 years,
It didn't hurt the
it
marriage.
didn't hurt. Just saying. Maybe I didn't get out of it because of how much the ring cost. Didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Ruby Tuesday says Lori James, best salad bar. You know who has a great salad bar? Sizzler.
Oh, they do.
They
Actually.
really do, man.
Yeah.
They go all out. Okay, Chipotle comes up from Sakar.
Mm.
Am I saying your name right, Sakar? Or is it Saker? Sakar is what I think. Ring equals balance in between minus focus point. That's quite an equation. So
I didn't do well in algebra. So.
No, but E
yeah.
equals MC squared. I know that. Golden Corral. Do we classify that as a suggestion? You do go and sit down there.
It is. Man, I haven't been to a Golden Corral in a
Is a
decade.
buffet? What do they call it? Golden Corral
It
buffet?
is a buffet, or
I know it
at
is.
least I think it is. Yeah,
No, it is.
yeah, it's a buffet style
Yeah.
restaurant, but
Okay, we'll include that.
it's a national chain.
All right, Mama Llama, good job.
Yep.
Chili's for happy hour. Oh, there's no. I agree, Jason. There's nothing I love more than going to a happy hour at like 3 in the afternoon. You get off work early. You go have a couple of beers. They put on a nice little spread, and you get a nice little pre-meal there, and you got sports on TV. You can't go wrong.
It's hard to go wrong with that. Yeah.
Happy hour for
Yep.
sure. Okay, Zoso rocks. No, not Taco Bell. That'll come up in another one soon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Because the only fast food place I go to is Taco Bell.
I know.
Only place.
Sasha says Sea Barrel, and she's not going to say the rest. I don't know why.
Hmm.
Um, Mama Llama, ring equals love is a circle, never ending, broken, always bending.
You know what? She might be taking your job as an officiant because that's pretty prophetic. I like that.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? Maybe I have to work that day.
And
All right.
now people are getting into the ginger talk here.
All right. It moderated me twice for it. Since when is crack a bad word? Um, uh,
They're great with clam chowder.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You betcha.
Can't have clam chowder without crackers.
Yeah. Oh, which chowder do you like?
The
Red or white?
the white
Yeah.
by far and away.
Well, I grew up on the East Coast, and the red was, Manhattan
That's
style.
right.
So I ate a lot of that as a kid growing up.
I worked at a seafood restaurant
Hmm.
where we served both. And I have to tell you, the white clam chowder outsold the red 5 to 1. We and I would never eat the red because it was old. It sat there for a long time.
Nobody wanted it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go to our picks, Ronnie.
Okay.
I think enough people have weighed in.
Yep.
I will be honest. Ronnie goes to a hell of a lot more restaurants than I ever could imagine. Um, I've
Hmm.
never been to a Sea Barrel.
I've never been to a Sea Barrel.
I thought you had.
No.
Oh. All right. Oh, we got a.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
All right. This is for first pick in the draft for favorite chain restaurants.
Boy, I really thought I was gonna go
I
crazy.
knew you were gonna do that because
Gonna
I've
go
won
crazy.
twice on paper.
Well,
You're predictable. All right,
I wanted
restaurants.
my fingers to do this, but they just wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't do it.
That's all I could work out of them this morning.
Hubba Bubba hamburgers off the chain. Good. Okay. Awesome. Uh, Jason at Rusty Nipples. They need to turn off autofocus.
Uh, hmm.
Oh,
it is. It's kind of wanting to. Every time we move, it's
okay. Let's not move.
yeah.
All right.
Stay very still.
All right. Okay. So in the first round, Ronnie, I'm going to go with a restaurant that I frequent when we do go out for food for dinner.
Okay.
Normally, we try to save it for special occasions, anniversaries, birthdays, Thursdays. uh, my favorite is to go out to Red Lobster.
Oh,
All right.
nice.
Going to go Red
Choice.
Lobster as my first round pick, my quarterback, if you will.
That's a
Okay.
well in fantasy football that would be your running back.
Oh, it would?
Yeah, your running
I
back.
thought quarterback was first.
No, they get all running backs get all most of the points.
Okay, well then that would be my running
Yeah,
back.
that's your Le'Veon Bell pick right there.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go. I'm glad you didn't take mine. I'm gonna go Chili's.
Ooh.
Chili's has these. They call them chicken crispers.
Mm-hmm.
They're amazing, absolutely amazing. When I worked patrol, we had 2 different Chili's restaurants in the neighborhood, and I frequented them probably every other week. I went to Chili's, and I always ordered chicken crispers. They're amazing. So Chili's is my first round pick. Now I have the first pick in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Applebee's.
Dang it, Ronnie! I got to be honest with you; those two are on my list.
Those are 2 of the Boy, they are solid, solid picks right there. Thank you very much. Mic drop. I think I had a mic. Mike's not here.
No, Dave. All right. In my second round pick, and I will go twice, I'm going to go with Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Wow.
Have you ever eaten there?
I've not.
Yeah, you don't have enough money.
It's too expensive. I have pretty good money, but I don't have Ruth's Chris money.
I've been there twice, and each time I have to say I've had steak, and you don't really even need a knife to cut
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And when you put that steak, that cut piece of steak in your mouth, it literally melts. And as I'm telling you this, I can feel I'm drilling a
Drilling just a
little
little
bit out
bit,
of the
just a tiny
corners
bit.
of my mouth.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a steakhouse and you've got extra money to spend, my pick, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Drop the mic, move on to my next pick. Let me get my phone up here. I put it on my phone so Ronnie can't see my picks. Because I know, whoa, shoot.
If
Went
you
too
take
far.
mine, I'm going to be lost.
Okay, so for my final pick, this would be our third round. For my final pick, I am going to go with Olive Garden. And here's why.
Ooh, that's solid.
I believe that my team, Red Lobster Seafood, Ruth's Chris Steak, Olive Garden Pasta, not to mention the fact that I had a steak at Olive Garden that was also very good, and I am a carnivore. So there you go. So, Ronnie, you have one pick left in the third round.
Okay. And this one's, some people might think it's a little unconventional. Red Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Because my wife loves her. There it is. Yep. My wife loves
Oh, crap.
she loves her some hamburger. And so Red Robin, man, they do hamburgers. They do it the right way. Uh, they have oh, my stomach's
I
growling.
hear it.
God dang it. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I like hamburgers. It's just that I like everything else just a little bit more.
Well, I can tell you, Ron, that where I work, we have these things that we call Foodie Fridays.
Uh-huh.
And all of us will place an order at one particular restaurant. And I work in a little farming community called Woodland. And there are not a whole lot of restaurants there, but there's a number of them. And I have never, ever had a bad meal at Red Robin.
It's impossible.
One time I went there for lunch on a Friday, and I got there about 1 o'clock, a little after. It wasn't busy. I sat in the bar. I had a draft beer at lunchtime, one with a burger and some fries, and I watched some golf. There was baseball on. There weren't a lot of people. It wasn't like doing all this,
Yep.
people getting invading
Yep.
your space. I'm telling you, it was the greatest. It was a delicious
Yep.
lunch. Red Robin is an awesome pick, my friend.
Thank you.
All right.
I own it.
So there you go. I cannot get out of this window. See if you can figure that out.
Oh,
So, okay, to regroup here, on Lou's side this week, we've gone with Red Lobster, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, and Olive Garden. And Ronnie has gone with Applebee's, Chili's, and
Red Robin.
Red Robin. Okay, so cast your votes. You can do it here. You can do it when this posts as a show on our page, and cast your votes there. Or right after we get done with Sunday morning mass, we will have it on our website, and you can vote there. Once again, our website is menarososmart.com.
I've already won over Mama Llama.
I had a bad robin once. I think it was a scissor tail. Yeah, probably. You got to fry those up just right. It's like a bluebird, man. And if you don't cook those right,
You know what? I got a little food sick off a bald eagle one time.
did you?
Yeah.
Boy, that's un-American. Way to go, Ron.
It may have, you know what? And I'm not sure. It may have been the spotted owl appetizers that got me sick. It was
Sakar
either,
says Ronnie wins that one. Come on, let's see some Lou's up there. Let's see some. Did I just say lose?
Some lose.
I don't want to lose.
Lose gonna lose.
All right, our next fantasy draft pick today. Ruth's Chris is too expensive. Yeah, I know it is.
It's a little
It's
pricey.
worth it.
Yeah.
Sasha says she votes Lou this week. That's good because she voted you
Oh,
last week. Um, okay, cloth napkin versus fun happy hour. Interesting. Okay, so coming up shortly, we'll do our second. What do you call that?
fantasy,
Right.
fantasy draft.
And it will be on beers. Okay, I'm not going to limit it. I mean, if you want to put Burgermeister or Rheingold, that's fine.
Right.
Well, we don't care. Fun happy hour, Lou. Yeah, I agree. I was gone for a while. Are you voting on nicknames of people you dated or what's going on? Czar 34, you got to keep up, dude. We just voted on our favorite chain restaurants.
National chain restaurants.
Right, okay, so beers are coming up next.
Yep.
All right, Ronnie, let's see. What did I want to get to today with us? Here is from our website, one of the surveys that you can take when you visit there at menarososmart.com. We don't get names with these, just the comments. This person was asked, do you watch Men Are So Smart? The response was, sometimes.
Okay.
Suggestions, need more girl topics. What is your age over 50?
Okay.
You want to speak to that?
Well, I mean, I think we try to get topics that are bisexual. They're that include both sexes, which is technically the definition of bisexual.
Okay.
But certainly it's not our it's not in our right in our wheelhouse. We can speak to it, and we have before. We've done relationship shows before. We have several of them, but I think we try, but it's not always 100% successful. We probably haven't hit it out of the park yet.
All right. Here is a comment from the page from You Shop, We Ship.
Oh, yep,
And that's a great name.
yep.
It really is. And
Probably a business, I'm guessing.
yeah,
Yeah.
this person says, I thought you said your policy was you wouldn't block anyone from your channel. There's people saying that they were blocked from your channel for some silly reasons. Come on, it's only banter.
Well, if by people you mean person, then
Yeah.
that's true.
Okay, so Ron has just, in a roundabout way, just told you that we've only blocked one person.
Right.
Um,
And it's a person that has, I would assume, been blocked from numerous sites. I know that he's not been blocked from Sean's flip side, but I don't think Sean blocks anybody because he's not watching the banter. He doesn't really care about the interaction so much about his viewers, which we're a little bit more concerned about that, especially when he gets mean-spirited in the comments,
mhm,
not so much on a live show, but on videos.
mhm.
And when it turns hurtful and mean-spirited,
We reevaluate.
right.
We don't just block.
No.
Uh,
And in fact, this person had a warning and chose to, ignore it.
right.
So, and I mean, I see the person occasionally on other sites. I don't know, maybe he's toned down, but it's just I don't think it's worth it to go back and let him back in. And it's like I said, it's one person. So
Yeah.
you shop, we ship. Mm,
They
one.
they earned it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Earned it. Okay, earlier in the program, I mentioned viewers suggesting show ideas. Here's another. I'll let you make the call, Ronnie,
Okay.
okay?
All right.
Show idea for fun and maximum audience participation. Okay, so this person, that's their headline.
Okay.
Here we go. The question asked for a show: should Lou and Ronnie get surgically attached at the hip to increase subscribers? Yes or no?
I think we already are.
Our chairs are touching, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Um, you know what? Ronnie and I have been friends for 45 years. And he goes on to say, this is assuming that you would be compatible biologically. And to heck with ethics. The second part would be, since this has not been done before, at least maybe not as a publicity stunt on YouTube, what advice would you give Lou and Ron, both pro and con, regarding becoming conjoined?
First, we'd have to go to a lot of potato sack races and practice, or the three-legged race.
Yeah,
Sorry,
right, right.
we'd have to go to a lot of
Uh-huh.
three-legged races and
I'm
practice
I'm
those.
willing to do it.
You know what? If you're willing, I'm willing.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. So maybe we can do that show next Sunday on Sunday morning mass. Do you think we can get surgery that quickly?
I
I know
think
a
so.
guy.
There's
I know a guy.
there's that doctor from The Simpsons,
Oh
Doctor
yeah.
Doctor something Rivera.
Oh. Oh, and he advertised
Hello,
on TV.
everybody. Yeah.
Hello again, everybody. Okay, so another suggestion for a show topic from our viewers. Thank you. Appreciate it. Also, he goes on to say, I just watched this episode 3 times and your view count didn't go up. You are being robbed.
Dang, that is something to take note.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter how many times I watch the show, I only get credit for one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to cut it down to one view a week then.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's another one from Jim Black, who writes, Forrest has said that after he parked his car, he made 2 trips from his car to hide the treasure. Then, first, then the chest, and did that in one afternoon. He did not say how long it took to get to that spot. And he also says, Forrest has never said you would be surprised where he hid it. Because I alluded that
I
to
think
alluded to that.
I think there is one of our viewers who I get a couple emails from every day
Mm-hmm.
sent me a video that I have not watched, and it's a Forrest interview, and the title of the video is "You Will Be Surprised Where I Hid the Treasure."
Ah,
So I can't say that he says that, but he must at least allude to it in the video. Um, so yeah, who knows? And then the other thing about how long it took him, we are just we're trying to base it off of how far an 80-year-old man would want to walk
mm,
from his car with you know, who knows, 30 pounds worth of stuff, 2 times, no less.
mm-hmm.
So when we've made assumptions as to how far he walked, it was based on his age and the weight of what he was carrying. So that's what we did.
Zoso Rocks One says, why? A mass is not what women think men are so smart. Let them figure it out on their own. Okay. All right. So he's saying don't cater to the female audience, I believe.
Well,
Um,
we do like our females here.
Sakar says, you spent 25 minutes on weddings this show. Covered it. Okay. All right.
So
Evelyn Curry says, I got banned on Chase Chat. Congratulations.
oh,
And Davio says, now there's a game. Who was blocked for Men Are So Smart?
oh, wow.
And Davio says, name that guy. Czar 334 weighs in. Lori James fills in. Sasha says, only one person ever bans me. I don't know who that would be, but I bet she'll tell me later.
Yeah.
J.A. Street says, hello, is this thing on? So Rock says, cricket sound. Rough crowd. Name the guy who's been banned. Evelyn Curry says, he will be back as a woman. Okay. We'll take it.
You know what? I think that if people really thought about it, they'd get it pretty quick who was blocked.
Yeah.
If you look at the people that are here right now, it's obviously not them,
Uh-huh.
and it's a person that's kind of into the Fen thing, and he's not here.
Well, he's not here
So
because he's blocked.
so do the math. Yeah, you have to do the reverse math, and you'll figure it out. And we're not going to mention his name.
No.
Even if you get it, we're not going to mention his name. We're not going to acknowledge it. So
Uh,
guess all you like.
Lori James says, I'm banned on AGK.
Me too.
Oh, yeah, I am too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I can still go and watch their videos and even their live ones, and I can comment, but nobody can see my comments except me. And probably the moderators. I'm not sure. Possibly.
J.A. Street. I'm not a female, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Okay, now that, you made us laugh there. That's pretty funny. All right, so yeah, you probably have a pretty good idea. And I know I've said this before, Ronnie. I guess it needs
You have a
repeating.
migraine?
No,
Oh,
I'm having trouble with my eyes this morning. Not enough
okay.
coffee, I think.
It's a tumor.
It could be a
It could
tumor.
be a tumor.
Um, I, I, s- I spent a great deal of time standing up for this person, defending him in his eccentric ways. And
There's a major clue.
yeah, and it came back to bite me in the ass. Uh, I, this person was making derogatory comments. This person was just very negative. In my opinion, I didn't think that this person's comments lended anything to the show of any significance. No, not humorous, not thought provoking.
But you know what? It was
And
just
the person was warned.
it was just downright hurtful, some of the stuff.
Yeah,
Which, you know what? There's a time and a place for that, but this is not that.
right.
So, whatever.
He gets very wound up. Yes, I know. He's wound tightly, in fact. Um, let's see.
You know what? We're approaching that magic
Oh,
minute,
we are, in fact.
so we
Yes.
probably should do our fantasy beer
Oh, okay.
draft.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do it very quickly, Ronnie.
Okay.
You're going to go first. Let me get to my notes. Whoops. Oh, crap. That's not notes. All right, go ahead. Round one.
I think that probably half the people on this in this chat right now probably know what my number one beer pick is. 805.
Okay.
If
I'm
you haven't
going.
had it, try it. It is amazing.
My favorite beer falls into my number one pick in the second round. Um, Sam Adams Boston Lager.
Ooh,
My next pick, I'm going to go with Blue Moon.
that's you know what? Blue Moon was definitely going to be one of mine.
Hmm.
Uh, so my second round pick, it's going to be Shock Top.
I knew that was coming.
I have Shock Top in the fridge right now.
Hmm.
And let's see, my third round draft. Funny that it's draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Stella.
Damn you.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm going to change up
I
then.
do like me some Stella.
All right. I've got an idea of my final pick.
Okay.
And I believe that since we are trying to convince our audience to vote for us, I'm going to go with the masses. And my number three pick will be Bud Light. Bud Light.
You've appealed to a large number of people for sure.
It's one of the most
Yeah.
popular beers in America. Okay, so my picks are Samuel Adams Boston Lager, Blue Moon, and Bud Light. Ronnie?
805, Shock Top, Stella.
Okay, so we're about to conclude our live broadcast of Mass today. When is the next marathon? Next Sunday, bud. We will encourage you to go to our website and vote there. That's where we track the numbers. The website is menaresosmart.com. Okay, pretty easy to remember, and you will find the surveys on the homepage. As soon as we're done here, that's the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put that up on the website. So continue to vote, vote, vote. It's free. Vote often. Whatever. Oh, Silver Bullet. Dang it, man, that's true. I
You
forgot.
know, I seriously thought
Mhm.
about that. I was going to go that for my second round pick.
Automatic disqualification for Lou. What did I do? Okay, show on how to get banned first or the quickest or something fun like that. I got a few ideas. Czar, email me, okay, bud? You know my email. Lou at menarososmart.com.
Oh man, I've already got a person here. J Street says Lou wins on the beer.
Uh-huh. Well, Ronnie doesn't drink much beer,
Yeah, I
so
don't drink much beer.
and I knew that Bud Light choice was going to be big.
Yeah,
I knew it was going to be big.
yeah.
I want to thank everybody. Evelyn Curry says Killian's, Silver Bullet, and Olympia.
Oh,
Wow, I haven't heard that in a
a
long
little
time. I didn't even
Pabst Blue
see that.
Ribbon.
Stella's great too.
Yeah,
Can I split my vote? No, you got to vote one way or another,
yeah,
Mama.
yeah.
Okay, so our email addresses, please. We encourage you to correspond with us. We love the email messages. We've told you about our website. We are on Facebook at Men Are So Smart, and that's going to about do it for us, Ronnie.
I got nothing.
Okay.